Hey people, Gotti Edelman here with another out-of-the-box review. Today, we are going to be looking at a holster from KSG Armory. Real quick, I just want to say before we get started, especially to our new viewers, you know, I've reviewed other holsters. I say this every time. I'm going to say it again. I work full-time in a gun store. Day in and day out, I see people come in and they spend hundreds of dollars, if not more, on a really good gun. They spend a lot of time choosing that gun, and then they'll bitch and complain at the price of holsters. And that just boggles my mind. You go out and you spend $600, $700, $800 on a gun. Maybe you're only spending $300, $400 on a gun, but then you'll go online, you'll buy some universal fit, you know, it's meant to fit many, many guns holster, and then you wonder why it isn't comfortable. You wonder why it doesn't hold it right, why it jiggles in the holster, etc. The holster is just as important as the gun you are putting in it. So I just wanted to get that off my chest, a little pet peeve. We're going to flip the camera around and we're going to take a look at this holster. Okay, so let's see what we've got in this package here. This is the Lexington model. The Lexington is obviously blue carbide. This is made to fit my Sig Sauer P365. Now they've got 12 different colors you can choose from. I'm not going to rattle them all off. Go to the website ksgarmory.com and you can see all the different color variations that they have. This Lexington initially came with two clips that were mounted down along the bottom of the holster like this. Now I opted for the single clip, and you can tell even though it looks like it's two separate clips, this is one piece with two different belt loops. And I got to tell you, these things are brutal. They are really, if you look there, you can see that hook on the inside. That clips on the underside of your belt. These are not going anywhere. Let me tell you, these things are really superior to a lot of the other ones that you'll find when you go shopping at a gun store or if you just buy a gun holster online, because they are metal and a lot of the other ones are made out of plastic. They tend to break right away. These are metal. They are not going anywhere. The other option that you can get is a different size wing or claw. This is the wing, otherwise known as a claw. What this does is when you're wearing this, this pushes it. It's going to be in your belt. This pushes the gun up against you, so it's going to be more concealable. A lot less obvious the closer it is to your body. So you've got two different wing sizes here, and they make several different wing styles. But this particular claw, this is the shorter of the two, this is the longer of the two. Hopefully the camera can show you that. That, again, is another option. Another option you have is the wedge. The wedge is a really cute idea. I had never used it before. I did try it out with this one, but it's something I had never used. Now, when you order the wedge, they have different size wedges, or it can come in a block style. It comes already with Velcro mounted to one side of the wedge, and then on the other side, you've got the opposite Velcro and a double-sided tape. So that would be mounted on the back side of the holster so that when you wear it, instead of this being up against your body, this softer, I don't know what word to use other than squishy, but this soft, spongy wedge will be up against your body instead of the hard plastic. Rather than mounting it, I just threw it on and tried it with the wedge. It was a little bit different. I'd never worn one with a wedge before. The other thing, and the big thing that you'll notice as soon as you pull this out of the package, you will notice that it looks like Swiss cheese. I mean, this thing has got a bazillion different mounting positions. Now, the reason that this is what's so ingenious about it is you can not only change the angle or the cant of how you're wearing it, but you can change the height. So you've got these three different positions where I can adjust how deep inside or how high this is going to extend from inside my belt loop or inside my pants. That is really nice. When you buy these other holsters, whether or not the gun fits well, inside the holster, how does it fit on you? This allows you to change it to not only your own comfort, but also to the proper height for your own muscle memory, what's comfortable for you. Now, the drawback to this one, and it's the only drawback I could find, is that it comes always with a claw. I don't like these. That's just a personal thing, but that's because I don't wear appendix style. Because I wear at the 3 o'clock position, working every day, carrying a gun outside the pants, when I'm wearing concealed and I'm not at work, I also carry at the 3 o'clock position, and that way, just muscle memory, it's always in the same place for me, whether it's inside or outside the waistband. If you're wearing in the 3 o'clock position, this tends to be, depending on your body shape, this tends to be a little bit annoying. To me, it was. If you remove this, and this is something I wish KSG would have thought of, if you want to take this off, the screws that are here obviously are going to be too long, even if you use that spacer, because you're still going to lose 1/4 of an inch of plastic. I wish they had sent shorter screws, and then I could remove that claw and not have it at all. But that's just a personal thing. If you wear it with a claw, or if you have never tried one with a claw, and you wear appendix style, this thing is fine. Taking it on and off appendix, no issue. It does push it back closer, so it's better concealment. But they only offer, of their 6 holsters, 1 holster without the claw. So that's something that I think KSG might want to look into. Make it an option that you can get it with or without the claw with different length screws. Otherwise, I can't get over how well this is made. And there's a reason for that. This thing is made well because it is totally 100% made in the USA. Now, I want to stress here, this is really important. A lot of holsters, a lot of products that you buy will say assembled in the US. Well, that means that the pieces themselves, the product itself, the materials are from outside the US and is put together here. KSG Armory, everything, the material, the design, the assembly, it's all made here. And we need to support our American companies. The other thing you'll notice with this, and let me show you real quick, this is clear. This, I specifically chose a right-handed holster. Now, why does that make a difference on an ambidextrous holster? You'll notice that the sweat guard comes all the way to the top of the gun if I'm wearing this up against my body. On the other side, it's shorter. Now, if you order specifically a left-hand sided holster, this will be short on this side and longer on this side. If you specify totally ambidextrous, you'll receive one with the sweat guard on both sides. So this is another thing. You've got all these different options. You can order right hand, you can order left hand, you can order ambidextrous. You can order 6 different style or 8 different style. Honestly, I don't remember. It was either 6 or 8 clips. So you've got 13 colors. You've got different types of clips. You've got different types of wings or claws. This is just ingenious. The gun, or pardon me, the holster itself, when manufactured, these are molded with real guns. They don't use the blue practice guns. They use real guns. And you can tell because when this thing is in there, it is in there all the way. Another thing that they thought about that a lot of other holster companies didn't think about was the length of the holster versus the gun. If you'll notice here, I've got about an inch difference between where that gun finishes, where the barrel ends, and where that holster ends. Now, that's twofold. Number one, if you're wearing appendix style and you've got that extra inch, it's going to push it towards your body even more for better concealment. Secondly, I have found where they do this, and I have other holsters that do this, where they do this and make it longer, it's going to keep a lot of the lint and dirt and just daily grime that would get up inside your barrel and on the gun from doing that. Now, the one thing that they explain in their video on their website is order it with that extra inch. And the reason is you can always cut it off, be it with a Dremel or what have you, but you can't add it back. So try it this way first. If you don't like that extra inch, make it a ½ inch, cut it down to what you want, but that way you've got that option. So overall, just a phenomenal holster. I really can't say enough about it. Again, as soon as you pull it out of the package, the first thing you're going to notice is all these different options for how to mount it. And that really makes the difference from a lot of other holsters on the market. Even if they hold the gun correctly, you don't have as many options for how high, how low, what angle. This is really, really well thought out. You can tell that the people that designed this are people that carry guns. So overall, just amazing. 12 different colors, 6 different holster styles, 6 or 8 different belt clips, the wedge, no wedge. Overall, really, really phenomenal. Head on over to ksgarmory.com. Check it out. I think you'll be pleased with the product. I know I am. Lifetime warranty. Any issues? Let them know. They'll take care of it. Overall, 2 thumbs up. Always remember, and never forget, and we'll see you at the range.